It's a dope move.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Look, I've been day drinking. No, I haven't been at work. Look, welcome. Okay, yeah, maybe. Welcome to one of the greatest podcasts that's out there for sports personalities, fans, and pro athletes. You are now tuned in to none other than Big Game Sports Buzz. I'm your host, Jay Stocks, the Buff Nerd. And, of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why this podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
What's up, Jay Stocks, man? Oh, boy, it's been a doozy already.
Yes.
Before we get started and we get a little wild and rambunctious, man, I just want to say that my heart goes out to the family of the young man, of actually both young men involved in this tragedy that happened in Frisco, Texas yesterday at the track meet. It's a little close to home because my son was scheduled to be there today, not the day that everything happened, but on a place where you send your kids to compete, to do their best and to be their best. You don't think that anything could happen at a high school sporting event amongst teenagers, yet it did. Right. One kid lost his life, another kid essentially is probably going to lose his life because of what's going to happen, the ramifications. But to everybody involved, to the coaches, administrators, the families, everybody that had to witness everything that went on, James Canada, not Big Game James. James Canada sends his heartfelt condolences out to everyone involved in this situation because it ripped at me bad last night, dude. I had a hard time functioning this morning when I first woke up this morning, man. I had a tough time just coming to grips with everything.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Both 17 years old, life cut short, because of, and I don't know the situation or anything like that. And realistically, I don't know if it even warrants that. Just that there is loss of life, and realistically, loss of life on both sides. The families will be forever changed. The communities will forever be changed by this. So definitely that. Shout out to everyone that's joining in. Thank you for liking. We want to make sure that you do like, subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, your family, your frenemies. Hey, look, just because you hate someone don't mean you got to kill them, okay? Use it to elevate yourself and others around you, because without the hate, you don't elevate. Also, hey, you're looking for a clean energy boost without the crash? Check out W Energy Zero Sugar, no filters, no jitters. Whether you're in the gym, gaming, or grinding through your day, W gives you the focus and energy you need with all natural ingredients. They got something for everyone. Use the code that Big Game uses, Big Game, BIGGAME. Scan it down at the bottom right there for a discount and experience clean, smooth energy. W, no crash, just performance. There you go, man.
My dog.
Hey, I'm here for you, brother. Good to see you. Two giant goofballs. Time is getting close for you to crash and burn in the draft, so we thank you for being here. Chris, I'm on one already, so let's get into it. Chris,
Dog,
good to have
it's
you in there.
cold.
Sure.
Good to have you, man.
Sherm, hey, appreciate the words, man. Sorry to hear this, brother. Love you, man. Praying for all affected by this tragic situation, for sure, for sure. Look, there's some things going on in the sports world that we're gonna have to talk about. So, without further ado, let's get into these 4 downs.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right, the hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
Of course, that is right. Topics and headlines that we see across the world that we want to talk about with you. And yes, I know, come on, time's getting close for y'all to see we them boys just not get a ring again. 30 years, futility, brother. Futility. And it's a thing. It's a real thing. Damn it, now I want prime rib. I don't know what that's about. And you know what? I don't know what's going on right here. Okay, there we go. Boom. First, Rodgers is holding the Steelers hostage. Now, people are saying, oh, he's throwing with the receivers. He's coming in. You know, look, Steelers organization. Here's the question. Should they move on or should they wait?
Oh, it's time for me to go ahead and chime in.
It's time for you to talk. I mean, unless you want me to, yes,
No.
I did say Aju because I am cultured.
He said au jus, and the French dip is preferring to the au jus sauce.
Yes.
That's why.
I do.
Okay. We all on the same page. Anyway, okay, cool. First and foremost, we talked about this. It seems like it's an ongoing topic right now.
Yes.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have already dropped the ball. They messed up.
Man.
What else is in their backup plan? I don't know. But I know if I were the Steelers and it took this long to get a decision out of the person that I was coveting, whatever my English needs to be right now, Aaron Rodgers would be off my list. He would be gone, scratched out so fast because my whole thing is, I need to know you're committed, that you want to play, that you want to be here. And if you can't give me an answer on any of that and you're still thinking about it, that lets me know you don't have the same type of commitment that I had. Now, everyone says that he will be good because he needs a coach like Mike Tomlin. We don't know if Tomlin can really work with someone like Aaron Rodgers the way he's done in the past, the way he's acted with all these other coaches.
Right.
How we know he doesn't just go, excuse my language, what the hell?
What
shit on Tomlin, right?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I didn't do that. I just don't.
Me either.
It's the poltergeist. Don't know what
Guess,
happened.
man. I have no idea.
But anyway, all right. My brain is dizzy now.
No, what is going on here?
StreamYard is tweaking. I apologize to everybody that's watching. But yeah, man, I would move on. I think it's time for the Pittsburgh Steelers to say, you know what, we did not plan this out right. See what kind of moves they can make, or what other veteran may be out there. Roll with Mason Rudolph. Know that this year is going to suck, and just get ready for next year. Because I wouldn't. To me, the old owner of the Texans said this, and people went crazy and got all insensitive after the Colin Kaepernick thing, whatever. But the inmates do not run the prison. That is the warden's job.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is another inmate in the prison, so to speak, quote unquote, right?
Right.
You don't run nothing around here. Sign, don't sign. We're moving on. It's time for the Steelers to find another plan. But Aaron Rodgers is not it. He's not even worth it. He's not worth it to me.
No, not at all.
Not this version of Aaron Rodgers. No.
No, man. And that's the piece that, you know how I feel about douche Dodgers. So let's just call it what it is, right? This is the type of dude that at the end of the day, you know what he is. And he's shown you what he has. And people are telling me, oh, he didn't have a line. This guy is washed. And why would you wait this long knowing that you have issues there? So, it's time to go ahead, move on, focus on the draft, see what you can get, and go from there. But yeah, man, that's craziness to me. What are we doing here, Pittsburgh Steelers? What are we doing? Seriously, move on.
You think, but and before I know we got to keep it moving, Jay. But
Yeah.
just thinking about it, and the way that someone close to me said the other day was like, "Hey, Pittsburgh's been a storied franchise for a long time. They've had success for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in Pittsburgh is not living right now because they just got some bad luck lately." And it's like, cool, maybe they do have some bad luck. Then the question came to me is, what was said in the conversations early on? Did Aaron Rodgers lead them on to where they let everything else walk out the building just to come back and hang them high and dry? To where if that came out later, it would not surprise me at all because that seems to be the type of person that Aaron Rodgers is right now. Aaron Rodgers is about Aaron Rodgers and doesn't care about anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Drew, I see you, you know what I'm saying? Dart at 21 to the Steelers. That might be a good look, you know.
If he's there, I heard other teams are interested now moving up because he's had some good workouts. I don't know. But if they can get Dart, it may be saving grace. Or they move up to make sure I don't know, Braham.
You know, and it's that part where we don't know that makes it very difficult. You know, again, if I'm a Steelers fan, I'm like, hey, we know better than this. Like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. What are we doing here?
I like that one. We just saying all the isms today to get our ass in trouble. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm just saying, Aaron Rodgers needs to sign with the Packers for one day. Sure, okay, I guess. I mean, he's so bitter, though. He's such a bitter person. Would he even do it? That's the thing, because Jordan Love is more successful right now than he is. So would he still sign for one day?
I mean, he's going to retire Packer, so he's going to do that one-day contract to be able to retire Packer. I believe that's what I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what, Jay? When it was time for me to retire, because I was just me, Joe Schmo, I didn't even think to try to retire Buccaneer. So I'm down as I'm retired as a Indianapolis Colt.
Right. I mean, okay, I get that. And
I didn't play long enough for it to be that big of an ordeal.
Well, here's my thing, and this is me being selfish and saying, you know what? I think you definitely should have and could have retired as a Buck, because that is where your heart is, and this is how you were drafted there. You spent the most time there, and if I say your name, people will associate you with the Buccaneers. So, but I get it.
Hey, did you see some of these comments, man?
I do. So, something's going on over here. It's tripping. So I'm reading them. I'm not posting them. So if you want to post them,
well, I just saw a couple that came up that I thought would be.
Yeah, and I'm reading them out. I'm answering them. But I said, if you want to post them up, you can. We can do that.
All right. So.
Steelers would be better off trading for Cousins. Would they?
I think so. I mean, I think that gives. I mean, I think in a sense, I believe now, Chris. If I'm wrong, please put in the text. In the chat and let us know. I believe Chris is saying they would be better off trying to negotiate with Atlanta to get Cousins than they would to keep pursuing Aaron Rodgers. Not that Cousins is a better quarterback, but he might be the better of the two options right now. That's the way I'm reading into that comment.
But I'm looking at his contract, though. Man, that's a lot of money.
Well, part of your negotiation would have to be that Atlanta eats some of that.
Especially the guaranteed. Yeah, if they eat the guaranteed, and the Steelers take on the rest, fine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like over 110 million guaranteed or something crazy like that. Yeah, fine. Go ahead, eat the guaranteed, no problem. You think Tomlin Rodgers talking? You know what? That's a good question. I don't think so. In my opinion.
I don't think so either. I don't think there's no conversation going on there. I think it's strictly an agent talking with GM ownership and everything else.
Yep.
And they're just gambling right now to what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Cousins is done. That injury killed his ability. Cousins also said he won't waive his no trade clause till after the draft to make sure he doesn't have competition.
Well, Well, goddamn.
That's funny to me that he doesn't have competition. Man, come on. Where you gonna go? Like realistically,
If you want to be someone competitive, you got to hope there's some competition there, or you just wasting them. Anyway,
Tennessee, just a short drive from Atlanta. Go up there, you might have a chance.
Take
Jeez.
me to another place.
He legit said it because of what happened in ATL. Well,
because Penix, I believe it. And Atlanta may have railroaded him a little bit, but hell, whatever, homeboy.
You say he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to leave the job to Ward. I mean, it'll be the same situation anywhere he goes right now. Like, there's realistically no place I don't believe he could go and believe he's the outright starter. Like, there's no place that I can think of. Denver's got Knicks. They're good with him. Vegas just re-signed, actually extended. Shoot, I can see his face. Geno Smith. They just extended him with a crazy contract up to $85 million over 2 years. Let's see who else you got. I'm trying to think around the league, like maybe Miami, maybe.
Nah, they got. Not two. They got Tua.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
even though he might be a liability, may not be healthy often.
Yeah.
But Tua is what they want to deal with.
Gosh, nope. I was gonna say New England, but nope. They like their guy.
Well, they just got Drake, man. He's only about to go into the second year.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't go somewhere as a starter, why not stay in ATL and see what Penix does? I get it to a degree. Penix has an injury history because he knows he's not going to be the starter, and he believes he is starter material. Rumor is the Browns will trade for him right after the draft. Depending on who they get, maybe, but I think the Browns are top 3 draft. So
they're number 2. Giants are 3, if I'm not mistaken.
So out of that, you got Ward, Shedeur, and then whoever else. I believe Ward and Shedeur will go in the top 3. I don't know who's going to be the second. Maybe Hunter, or maybe that D lineman out of was it Notre Dame or Penn State? I can't remember which one. But yeah, no, it's Steelers or Browns. Nah, he wants to go somewhere where he can win. That's kind of crazy. Number 2, and are taking Carter.
I would give Myles Garrett a bookend partner.
If you're willing to eat the money, which at this point, Drew, they need to figure it out. Defensively, I think New York is okay. Obviously, the offense is where it is severely lacking. And so they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do all throughout that offense. So, let's get to that second down. Good stuff.
Aaron Rodgers held us hostage on this down.
Well, that's what douches do. All number 1s in the NCAA Final Four being held in San Antonio.
Dude, hadn't been done since what? In 16 years?
Yeah. First of all, is it good or bad for the NCAA that you have basically a chalk Final Four?
It's great. Because now the committee everybody who was pissed off that a certain team may have gotten a 1 seed can say they got it right. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a lot of people with brackets that are mad because you normally always find a 2 or 3 or 8 or somebody that's gonna sneak their way into the Final Four, right? And it didn't happen this year. You got all number 1s because, I think my wife got all the number 1s, and I was like, she don't know what the hell going on. And God damn it, apparently I can't say. Yeah, apparently she know more than I do. She had the Final Four correct. I did.
Got all them points.
But I had Houston getting beat, and so it is what it is. I like it. I don't think it's a bad thing at all that all 4 number 1 seeds are there. Is good for it. And then I'm just so shocked by it. But I honestly still believe that this is Duke's year, man. I said it's going to be the Duke of Florida to win this thing.
And this is why I posed this question was, people like Cinderella stories.
Yeah.
And to that point, some people, there's some Duke haters out there. Hello.
He said hello.
Hello. I'm one. It is what it is.
I don't like Duke either, but I just think it's their year.
I get you. You have to acknowledge greatness when you see it. Go Cougs. Hey, Third Coast, stand up. I told you from the outset that they were gonna make it. I believe they can win. That defense is phenomenal. Florida was incredible. What's that boy named? Clayton?
Yeah, man, he took the game over and won it in the last 5 minutes, man.
He did.
Crazy as hell. That comeback was bananas. For the way Florida won that game, nuts.
Yeah. So, it's people don't like for chalk Final Fours, but to your point, and I'm glad you did say this, is the committee got it right. They picked the number ones. They said these are the best teams in each of the conference or each of the sections or the regions. And there you go. And they got it right. I love the Arkansas story. Them coming up. I wish Memphis would have done better, but hey, if you get bounced in the first round, you get no love here, right? If you're that high of a seed, you should not get bounced. That's just what it is. Clemson, you shouldn't have got bounced. If you're that good, you shouldn't have got bounced. And I understand that there are teams that just play well enough against a certain type of team. Okay, that is a thing, and people don't believe that. Some people don't believe that, but you have people that are, hey, the coach knows how to defend what you do. It's just what it is.
Hey, so real quick, do you want to? Who do you have? I mean, you riding with Houston? That's what you're doing.
Let's go. Come on, Shasta. Cougs up. Everybody else down.
So that means you got Houston beating Duke. And then who do you like at Auburn and Florida?
Honestly, I like Florida, man. I think Florida they're strong on the boards. I like that. And I'm a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that. I don't mind low scores. I don't mind it. I don't need to see, 80, 90, 100 points. So that's one of the reasons why I like, Houston. If you ask me, the championship is between Houston and Duke. I think whoever wins that wins it all.
I don't. I do like how this played out. I'm interested in seeing it. I'm mad because of what my schedule is about to look like on Championship Monday. But it's all good. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's everybody, yeah. That's everybody.
I honestly, like I said, I never thought all 4 number 1 seeds were going to make it. I like how it played out, but again, like I said, I'm going Duke over Houston, and Auburn showed some real resilience against Michigan State. They did, but so did Florida.
Yeah,
coming in and competing and winning the way that they did over Tech. Mm-hmm. So, man, all right, now I think Florida Duke national championship game this Monday. And then from there, I'm going to do a short on who I think going to win. But I can't pick right now. I said the Duke's year.
Damn.
I also said before, y'all look on other shows.
There you go.
Florida.
Right. They got talent there, Cole. They got talent. Vols was my surprise pick. Man, I can see that. The Vols, that surprised, I think, a lot of people.
Sure. Surprise, they didn't make it. My bad.
That part. I mean, I didn't say it, but it's a fact. On the women's side, do we want to talk about women's side?
Yeah, we talk about the women's side real quick because again, I think that was shout out to Texas. Just that coach's speech after the game made me want to pull for the
horns.
For the horn. I mean, just he said, I'm not their world, but they're mine. It was something the way that old country voice said that shit, man. I just like it. So
brought one right there, huh? Just
it's
a tear.
The corner of my lip quivered just a little bit. All right.
What
just
is
a little bit of quiver, man.
What is
so
that? Yeah.
I like that. And that Final Four, man, looks like you got UConn, South Carolina, Texas, and UCLA. I'm not trying to be funny and don't laugh at me. I know where Don Staley and them sit. I'm kind of pulling for the Bruins of UCLA, man. I just
I'm laughing at you.
I want to see something different happen, man.
What?
Any of these I'm just saying. I just like, how the women of Westwood, coming out with a plan, bro. I like it.
Dude, that's you being a homer.
I'm not even from LA, bro. Chill out.
You're from California.
What side?
See, that part, Oaktown, whatever, man.
I honestly, Jay, I'm not trying to be funny on this, and I'm not trying to take the easy way out.
Yeah.
I believe all four of these teams are very capable.
Yeah.
I think until you beat them, South Carolina's still the favorite. It's always hard to pick against Gino Auriemma. And so I think that's why I'm kind of rooting for UCLA, because they're the underdog to me. I believe everyone thinks that it's going to be UConn and South Carolina in the championship, and the best team is going to win.
Right. UCLA plays angry. Yeah, Betts. Woo, that child right there, boy. She's something else. California's the entire West Coast, though. Well, no, I like this number here, 75%. Yeah, because it's long and skinny. That's all it is, man. It's long and skinny.
That's what she said. My bad.
No, you can't say my bad. My bad is reserved for accidents. That was not an accident. You did it on purpose.
Pause. Okay, I did. My bad.
A pause. I'm not posting that she did, except the skinny part. Okay, so Texas, South Carolina, UConn, UCLA. Are you gonna wait for your short to put out who you're picking?
No, dog. I'm gonna call it, man. I'm gonna say Carolina's gonna beat Texas in a tough game.
Yeah.
Paige is gonna will UConn to win. Good comeback story for them and Gino. I think UConn wins the national championship this year. On the women's side. Originally in my bracket that I have with my family, I put UConn and USC and South Carolina. No, I did. Excuse me. I picked USC and South Carolina because we said it's going to be the battle of the SCs. And I picked South Carolina to win it. But right now with UConn, I think they're the best team in the tournament. I'm picking UConn to win it.
Wow. That's not even bold, but it's a good pick. It's I think Paige is just something phenomenal right now. But I like Finlay, I think that's how they say her name, coming off the bench for South Carolina State. South Carolina State, University of South Carolina.
You put the Bulldogs in that mother lover, huh?
I did too. I want them in there. I don't know why. I don't know nobody in that South Carolina State.
He went to the MEAC on y'all.
If you know, you know. But yeah, I would love to see South Carolina and UConn duke it out. Because you got two great coaches, two great programs, really going after. You got hard players that's going to give it to you. So I'm with it.
Be careful saying hard and give it to you in the same sentence.
You know what? Jay's gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you hard. So there you go. University of California wins it all. Oh, Sherm. No, not doing that, Drew. Not doing that. Let's keep it moving, man. Third, Drew trying to get me trouble. What should we expect as we move into the final week of the National Basketball Association season? Next week it ends April 13th. What should we expect? No, I didn't start it. Maybe I did, Drew, but whatever. Okay, let me put it like this. Lakers, is surging. Yes, they've had some losses. Yes, they've gone from, I think, are they still 3 or 2? But they're
Lebanon James just went down. I'm not sure if he's back in the game yet or not. He just went down.
Lebanon James, this guy. Everyone is all abuzz about OKC, right? And there are people out here who are saying, "Oh, this is the best OKC team ever." Now, given their
even better than KD. And
this is what the pundits are saying. The clickbaits out there are saying this is the best team ever. Now, if you look at their starting five, you compare the starting five to the other starting five. Because Hardy was not a starter, he was a sixth man.
Yeah,
Harden.
Harden came off the bench, right?
Yeah. So, can we say that this is the best OKC team ever? Which again is short time. But
now because we're not counting the team that left Seattle. We're strictly going on the team that's been established in Oklahoma City, the best team. Oh, damn.
Can we say that?
I mean, you can say it. Can I believe it? I don't know. I always go back. You call me an old head, and you say I always go back to my old ways. So it's hard for me to speak against that. KD, Russ, James, Perk. It's hard for me to think that this team is better. And part of that is because I don't know these young guys like I did those younger guys. I mean, those little bit older guys at the time. I mean, I guess they're old heads now. So
I mean, when you talk about like Serge Ibaka was on that team, man, like that was a good squad.
That was a good squad.
That six man, that's a good six person team right there. Yeah. Now you look at SGA and Chet Holmgren, and I can't remember the other kid, but it's a good team. It's a really good team. They run fast, they play hard. And to me, it seems they play more together than the OKC team did with KD and Russ and Harden. They play a lot better together. But they know who is the star, and that's SGA. Whereas you had KD and Russ basically fighting and feuding who was the star.
Who's going to be the man?
Yeah.
Ego trip.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what's going to happen with the NBA season. Right now my Hawks are in it, but watching that game against the Mavericks last night is oh my God, why? I'd almost rather just miss the playoffs and not even deal with this playing stuff.
I hear you.
The teams at the top. I think everyone's really more interested in the race in the West, because I know everyone in my house is glued to the Lakers and Warriors game right now.
Sure.
To see how that's going to play out. What Jimmy Buckets has done for Golden State since being there. I mean, they were once in the play-in, now they're in 5th place. They surpassed the Memphis Grizzlies the other day, Timberwolves, the whole 9. So I think all eyes on how the West is going to shape up. Shout out to Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets for playing. Dude, you couldn't have told me at the beginning of the year that the Rockets were going to be relevant, let alone second place in the West. Would have never believed it. And I'm intrigued to see, can they keep that up when the playoffs start, Jay? That is going to be that's the hidden that's in the room.
Yeah, I think. Really? Yeah. What up, Aaron? Good to see you. Good point. OKC isn't on TV much. They will do some damage next month. They got some vets with the youngsters. True. A team with those three would not be playing as a team. Shocker. Yeah, I get that. Kendrick Perkins was their glue, which is odd to hear and say, but Perk was the one that kept them all together. I
think he knew his role though, Jay. So we see Perk as the kind of the clown on TV now, how he comments and what he does.
Yeah.
But at the same time, think about Perk's role when he plays. Set screens, hard fouls, rebounds, defense. He wasn't killing you with a whole bunch of points. He's going to get 1 or 2 maybe monster dunks, while he was there. Yeah. He knew what his role was, and he did that. And a lot of that was keeping the air clear, I think, between the prima donnas of Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. So I applaud Perk for being able to put up with that. And then think about it, he spent time where he had to learn how to deal with things under Pierce and KG in Boston too.
Yeah, that part. I think that's a thing that as we look at this season now with OKC and how they work and how the West, I agree with you. Everyone, they could care less about the East because first of all, you got Cleveland who's winning the East, and it's like, Cleveland. Tatum was down. Don't know how hard that is going to be or how much how injured he is with Boston. So on their title run that they're going to go back on. Milwaukee's a mess. Detroit. That's all I got to say. How they –
But just the fact that – I'm not trying to – just the fact that Detroit is actually in the spot to be in the playoffs and not even the playing game from where they came from 2 years ago, winning, 3 total games or something crazy like that.
Right.
I think it just goes to show that they got the right pieces there. They got a good coach in place. And so Detroit's doing well, which, I'm not going to hate on.
Oh, my gosh. Before he blew his knee out, Perk was legit. He started for the – yeah, he did.
Yeah, no doubt, Aaron.
Yeah. But the T-Move version of Rodman or Charles Oakley, really?
Damn. That's what I really wanted. I wish I had a T-Move version. Damn. Wow. That's
crazy work. You know what?
We have another down before I can even say, oh, hell no to that.
Yeah. So let's get to that down. Deion Sanders signs a new contract with Colorado. 4 years, $54 million. Worth it? Worth it?
The year before Colorado, what 1-2 games before you got there, turn around.
Won it? Yeah, they won one game.
Top recruiting class.
Yeah.
Effective in the portal. Raised their graduation rate.
Yeah.
Trying to make the young men there better men, not just football players.
Yeah.
Why not? No one questioned Kirby Smart's record contract when he got it. No one questioned Dan Lanning's contract. No one questioned Nick Saban's contract. Now, did 2 of those 3 names win national championships that I just talked about? Yes.
Multiple championships, sir. Multiple.
Okay. Multiple.
And listen, let me be very clear. I am a Deion fan. I love Deion in Colorado.
Yes.
I think it's great for him, the school, the league in Big 12, and college football as a whole. He has called out so much that we as fans knew that there was, BS going on. He's called it out. I love it.
But I think the University of Colorado had to do it, Jay. I think you extend him, you lock him in financially. Now it cuts down on the whispers and chatter of him maybe wanting to leave and be tempted to leave because of more money or anything else. Yeah. I think now that it's Deion, continue to do what he's do, build his brand and the Colorado brand, and see if he can't get them to a national championship level. Can he get them ready to make it to the playoffs? Yeah. And I think you have to see that. So I'm not mad at the contract at all, because so many other people that don't deserve to get paid get paid.
True that. No, I'm with you on that. I think when you start looking at how that all goes down, Sanders, Sanders is worth it, plain and simple. No one followed Colorado before he got there. Probably not even people in Colorado. Listen, Colorado wasn't relevant since what's the guy's name?
I'll say Cordell Stewart, bro. I'm gonna call
Cordell Stewart. I was gonna say Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, he was there with Cordell.
Yeah, so there you go. Not since then.
Westbrook. Wow.
Yeah, not since then. Because nobody was checking for Colorado for real. Nobody.
Fact.
Nobody was going to Boulder. To Boulder? Nah, son. But now you got people who have eyes. You got celebrities that are going to games, as we know. He has definitely affected the enrollment, and the applications have gone up for kids, not just to play ball, but just to be a part of the Colorado scene. The Colorado culture, the Sanders culture. So, absolutely. He will want to be in the NFL coaching his son again soon, I'm sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because he understands and knows the NFL and how that all goes down. There are stories about Deion not going to certain places and not playing because of coaches and office decision, head office decisions, right? So you can look him up. It's out there. It is public knowledge. But yeah, he has definitely done that. And just to go in with his son, nah, I don't see that happening. He's even made the statement, I don't follow my son. My son follows me. So take that as you will for all those that are saying that.
So you're saying he won't look for an NFL job until it's time for Shador's contract to be up. Then his son can go be with him somewhere. You didn't say that, but that was just my way of.
I know. No, would you say Deion? Yeah, he would have to give up some big time cash to break that contract.
Yeah,
he would. But I think it also goes into the fact of here's what I say. Deion does not want to hamper his son's progress.
That's big facts. I believe that.
And he wants his son to be his own man. That is one thing I've noticed through everything I've seen, all his shows that he does, his reality show, all that. It's all about Shador being Shador. Yes, I'm his father, but that's Shador. So when Shador messes up, that's on Shador. That's not Deion. When Shador makes great, that's Shador, not Deion. So I think that's my whole take on it. Is he'll go to the NFL. If his son happens to be there, he happens to be there. But I don't think he would actively seek his son.
I think mission accomplished, Jay. I think he wanted to get his son to play relevant Division I football at the quarterback position, have him ready to have a professional career. Mm-hmm. He's about to have that. I think Deion did what his main objective and goal was. So I think he's fine at the college level now.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, like I said, there's so many other high-paid coaches that never deserved the money and got it. You damn right I'm happy Deion Sanders got
it. Well, I mean, I know you're happy that he got it, but was he worth it? And so for all those
I'm damn happy. So yes, that means he was worth every penny of it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
because NIL deal. Look. See, this is the thing that I like, and I'm done after this because I know we could talk about this really forever.
Mm-hmm.
Deion has something that none of these other coaches have with him. He has the power of a gold jacket. He has multiple Super Bowl rings. He has multiple connections. He brings things to the table. So not only will he talk about what he's going to do with these kids, getting them into school, getting them on the right path, the NIL deals are already lined up there because he has avenues and means to all of those different companies to be able to come in and help with that Colorado collective. Right? No one else is going to bring that. So to now, for him to be able to bring that aspect to it, to be able to help broaden the whole scope of your university and your program, you're damn right he's worth every penny you're going to give him. Now, does that still going to have to equate to wins and, throughout the years? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But the better talent you have, the better chance you have in winning games. And he is getting talent that other coaches can't get.
Let me ask you this question, and we got to move on. But in your opinion, in football especially, talent can only take you so far. Coaching has to take you the rest of the way. Would you agree with that statement?
I'm somewhere in the middle on that because, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Yes, because we've seen very talented teams not win a damn thing.
Yeah.
Because you can be talented and not have the right strategy to go in and use your talent to the best of its abilities. That's where coaching comes in. But I will also say this. It's a lot easier to look like you know what you're doing as a coach when you got 22 talented mofos on the field.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the big debate between Belichick and Brady, who actually, quote unquote, was the most responsible. Both of them were responsible, but who was the most responsible for the Super Bowl championships?
I love that debate. I love it. And you're right,
Yeah.
because it raises eyebrows and makes you think about the question that is asked. Yes, sir.
Yeah, charisma. You have to have it. That's for sure. Because if not, you know what you're going to get?
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the part of the podcast where we see things that make us say, oh, hell no. And guess what? This guy really has been on the radar. We just never have pegged him. Pat Beverly. Now, apparently, Pat Beverly ain't got nothing to do with his time right now. He's got to go on a podcast. I'm sorry, I don't remember the podcast that he went on. But apparently, he wanted to go on and say that James Harden, yeah, he's slightly better than Dwayne Wade. Slightly better.
What part of this pisses you off?
that is Pat Beverly? Let's start there.
Okay, so let me ask you something. What if LeBron James would have said the exact same thing? Does it have any validity to it? That's the point I'm getting at.
Ooh, is
there any validity in this statement?
Ooh,
like
I would.
Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat. I want people to comment on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. The messenger. If it's anybody other than Pat Beverly, would you take, like, if Steph Curry said that, or no, if Green said that, if he said it, how would you take it? How would you take it? Now, this is different when we talk about LeBron, because LeBron played with him. He played with him.
Right.
So if he said that Harden was better than D Wade, yes, I would still I'd take umbrage with LeBron. Like, wait a minute, dude. He helped you get your first ring. Let's stop right there. He taught you how to win. I'm just saying, put that in the chat. Do you think that he is better? Wade he's a 3-time champion. Not the same level. Not the same level. Like saying Agent Zero is better than Kobe.
Damn. Hold on, player. Stop playing. Who said that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sherm, really? Agent Zero?
What did Sherm say?
He said that Wade is a champion. It's not the same level. It's like saying Agent Zero, if you don't know who that is, Gilbert, shoot him a lot, arenas, was better than Kobe. Ah, man. Yeah. I wouldn't say that.
Well, I think Sherm's saying that's how crazy it is to try to say that one is better than the other.
Yeah. I got you.
Here's my thing. Patrick Beverly is almost like the Stephen A. version of the players. He's going to say things that's going to make you listen to that reel and go find the podcast that he said it on and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Clickbait.
At the end of the day, I got mad respect for James Harden as a player.
Yeah.
I got mad respect for Dwayne Wade. They're both great in their own right. But I think if you sat up here and had a basketball conversation about greats and who was better, Dwayne Wade's name was going to come up a lot more than James Harden.
Oh, for sure.
To me. You know what I'm saying?
This is a good point. Stats versus winning tells you a lot about what is important to someone that makes a comment like that. For sure. I mean, you look at the stats, yes. Harden's stats are better than D Wade's. I'll give you that. But, and I hate to say this because I don't, but it's true. The eye test is what you really have. It's the eye test for me, right? Yeah. This guy made champions. He made champions. Yeah. Harden didn't do that.
It's the things Dwayne Wade did without scoring the ball.
Yes.
James Harden's whole game is the step back or sidestep
Yeah.
3 in the Euro to get to the hole.
Yeah.
James Harden lives to score and more of a scorer.
Yeah.
I think you could be a great scorer and score more points than a person. That doesn't make you a more valuable player than that person.
Yeah. I mean,
someone may argue with me.
Well,
but
I think it goes back to why Steph Curry is not a league MVP. Because he's a great scorer for sure. But anything else? Does he make the team better?
Oh, hell, come on. No, Curry definitely makes the Golden State Warriors better. He would make any team better.
Does he?
His ability to score and how he scores.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay.
Mavericks with Steph Curry would be better.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, all right. Or hear me out. You win with Curry, okay. You can win without Curry. Harder, but you can do it. Who can you not win without, though? Do you know the answer to that?
No, I want to see what the hell you're gonna say before I jump on your neck.
You know who I'm gonna say? Everyone's favorite bad guy, the original villain, Mr. Green.
Draymond Green?
Draymond Green. When Draymond Green got kicked out,
are you telling me that Draymond
when
is
he
more
got
important than
kicked
Steph
out,
Curry?
when he was kicked out of the series for fighting after kicked people in ding-dings, did they win? Did they win? That's all I'm asking. Did they win? Okay.
Matchup thing.
Oh, call it matchup, call it whatever you want to. But, dude, I'm telling you, no, Sherm, don't wait a minute. Check the facts. Well, OKC have gotten a ring with Wade instead of Harden, probably enough said.
My bad, dog.
He makes any team better, including a 3-year-old YMCA team from Concord. You know what? Yeah, because he's probably as tall as them, maybe a little slight taller than the 3-year-old team. But, okay. Isaiah Thomas, the original villain. He was a really bad guy. He was diabolical.
Everybody made Zeke the villain, man. I feel bad for Isaiah, dog.
Why? He was. He was diabolical with it. He look, he's smiling in your face all the time, trying to take your place. He's a backstabber. No, listen, I know it's the other Sherm. I'm telling you, look, Sherm, you can't win without Draymond. When Draymond was out, the team was trash, and they had Curry, they had Clay, they had Wiggins.
No, they didn't have Wiggins one there. It was Iguodala.
No, who's it?
It was Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala. There you go. They didn't win. Iguodala could not hold LeBron.
Dude, Kevin Love was the difference in that series then when Draymond went out and they won the game. It's all good though, bro.
No. What is it? Jay Size is wrong because he would be taller. Yes, he would be taller than those 3-year-olds by like 3 inches. All I'm saying is this, man.
Damn, I need the band button back. I need it. I need my button. Y'all hook a brother up. Y'all hit the link, donate. God damn it.
Asking why he wasn't on the Dream Team. We all know why. Jordan left him off the team. Jordan said he didn't want him to. You can't believe what? That I'm telling you the truth? People, this is the truth. Go back, research it. I've always told you, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
But the fact that Curry's still playing, dude, I'm putting a poll out. I don't know how I'm gonna word it. I'm putting the poll out.
Put it out.
I need everybody that watched the show, follow the social media platforms, to get on there, vote, and talk about it. Who's a more valuable piece to the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green or Steph Curry?
That's
easy. Did I word that right?
You did it to their championships. Curry or Draymond Green. You can't do it without them.
Championships.
Championships, but championships, not the team. Championships.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because they can win whatever, but you don't do it. without a bruh. Curry is top 5 player of all time. He changed the game every play. But don't faint, Sherm. Don't faint yet, because it's the truth. Don't faint yet, man. Podcast ain't over.
Hey, we gotta get to the other part of your oh hell nah, bro.
I forgot what it was. Now that you threw me off.
Hey, my man Jay Stoggs said that he was absolutely tired of the Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe Bryant debate for the GOAT. So what was it about that statement, Jay Stoggs, that had you pissed off and wanting to talk about it?
Listen, people, it's time. Okay? It's time. Let's stop trying to compare players from different eras and say who was the greatest of all time. Okay? The game has changed since peach baskets to now. All right? There was a time when the game was not even broadcasted live. Okay? It's not a debate.
Hey man, just keep going. Just keep going. I just had to put that up. I just had to put that up for everybody else that might be checking it out later, dog. That's hilarious.
I know I talk about Jordan being the greatest of his era because he is. And LeBron is the greatest of his era because he is. But you can't compare Michael Jordan to Magic per se. Actually, you can, because they played in the same era, but Magic was more for Bird. Jordan was versus the league. Okay? That there's no one that's comparative to Jordan in his time. Not Zeke, right? Not Reggie Miller. No one. No, not Gary Payton. No one. Okay? MJ has it. But that's the same thing as other people saying Bill Russell was the greatest of all time, because guess what? He's got more championships than Michael Jordan. And then you get into this, well, it was different then. You're right, because it was a different era. Back then, you could hand check. You could knock people out. You can't do that now. If you blow on them and you fall, it's a foul and probably a flagrant one. Let's stop it. Let's stop the debate. Okay?
But Jay, I'm not trying to be funny. Think about it. Think about times growing up. As a little boy in the barbershop with either your dad, your grandfather, whoever it was. The debate was always that time, that era, as you would say, an era.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always someone that came before them as well. So I know for me, my grandfather and them used to love talking about Walter Payton and O.J. Simpson, and then also later on, then Barry Sanders.
Right. 3
different times, different eras, but still fair enough to compare. And the same thing they did with Dr. J, the big old Oscar Robertson, and then Michael Jordan, or Bill Russell, and then later on Shaquille. I mean, is it fair? Probably not, but it still happens. So regardless of you wanting to correct it to make people stick to an era where it'll be more feasible for you to really compare the greatness of an era or a decade, it's not going to happen. It's going to be long-lived. Because like you made a good point before, there's kids that love LeBron James that have only seen Jordan highlights. They never saw him play live. They never saw it for real.
Yeah.
So they're still not going to really appreciate the greatness of Michael Jordan, the greatness of Kobe Bryant.
Or the journey, yeah. Absolutely. Understanding that Kobe didn't start his rookie year. Like, he was deep on the bench.
I saw Kobe in Atlanta at a Hawks game his rookie year, and he was coming off the bench. And he wasn't Kobe Bryant yet, but he still had some good-ass moves in that game, dog.
Yes.
Shout out to my man, Steve Smith. The Hawks.
Look, I see all the comments about Curry. I stand on business with that. Curry changed the way kids and professional play this game. Coaches coach him because of Wardell. Look, you can say what you want to, but nobody changed rules Draymond Green, they changed rules because of him. When you can change rules, you different. You different.
No, not necessarily.
Oh,
because if you no, come on, Jay Stocks, you pulling stuff out the nerd's pocket protector right now, bro. You can change a rule if it's to protect a player's safety because of so the Anthony Draymond Green did. So don't make it sit up here and tell me they changed the rules because Draymond was just like dunking on people, making great plays, scoring. Draymond was doing dumb stuff, and they had to change the rules to
right here. That. They did change the rules for the Hacker Shaq. They changed again, and Shaq is the most dominant center.
Shaq's on Mount Rushmore. I don't give a goddamn what nobody say. He's on my Mount Rushmore, bro. So yeah,
I'm not on one tonight. I'm on one every night. Sure. Check me out on Wednesdays, the Buff Nerd Podcast. Myself, Dita Lily Chan. But look, I digress because we gotta get to the rest of this. Oh, don't shoot me, bro. Don't shoot the messenger. Hey, just be upset with the real message that is coming out. And you know what? The fact that you're so upset about it means it's true. You don't want to actually see what I'm talking about.
It's true because your ass got his blood pressure going up. Boy, bye. Hey, man, oh, hell no to Jay Stoggs and knowing what this debate is going to do. And I promise y'all, we got to bring this to the chop shop. We got to get him in. We got to get with A. Reed. We got to get Big Low or Smitty or somebody else on.
Yeah, bring him.
We got to take it. We got to take it to the chop shop where we can just straight up sit down and talk about the GOAT debate. And everybody lay it out there. Yeah, we'll let y'all know we're gonna make that happen soon. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man, it's time to get into everyone's favorite part of the podcast, top 5.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Bros. Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10, but not here at Big Game Sports Buzz, where sports and entertainment collide on the BGSC network. Nope. Top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. This is a fun one. I know that topic. Yeah, it was Fire 100 for sure, Sharon, but check this out. Top 5 phrases you use to say that you like something and something is good. Top 5 phrases.
Dude, I'm feeling my age on this one, Jay, because it's just like the one cool thing I will say about working at a middle school, dude, they will always keep you up on game and like what they're saying, or they love this because like lately I've been going, yo, that's cap. They're like, Coach, we won't say that no more. I'm like, cap, because I heard you say cap yesterday, boy. Stop lying. Cap means
big cap.
Yeah, that's big. Hey, that's cap. So for all y'all that don't know, cap means lie, right?
Yeah.
So with this top 5 list, Jay Stoggs, I tried to think back to stuff that I liked back when I was young.
Yeah.
And then what is cool now. So I got a little bit of mix of everything, and I'm gonna do the Jay Stoggs way. I don't have an order on this one.
There you go.
It's just a list.
Yeah.
So for me, dope. Dope will never go anywhere.
There you go.
You could say, how can dope mean a chemical that you put in your body, but also mean cool and impressive at the same time?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you see that? That was dope.
That's dope. Yeah.
Another one, fire.
Yes.
Man, that was, boy, that song is fire. Amazing. Yes, you know, it's just cool. One that I like, and I'm old school with it, like, boy, you see that? That boy clean. Just straight up. If you hear the old head say, yo, that boy was clean, he was dressed to the nines, dog. You love it, right? You love it. That man, he read it. I know he did.
Oh my gosh, sir. Are you? I said dope to my 60-year-old boss, and he said word.
And then
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
God damn, J-Star. Shit.
That's funny, bro.
And then next one for me is a new one. Gas. Gas means super good. Like
what?
Gas.
Gas.
That food is gas. So like now, people got segments called gas or pass. So mostly gas is mostly used for food being super, super great, super good.
Yeah.
And then one that I love that just got a whole term for it was goated. Oh no, that's goated. Best ever. You can use it so many ways. Man,
there you
that
go.
girl would hurt. She
goated. There you go.
Michael Jordan, he goated. Barry Bonds, goated.
Aaron, I'm not putting that up.
Hey, Aaron, that's what I know gas ass too. What?
Putting that up, man.
The young folks say gas means super good. So it still pertains.
Yeah.
It's still relevant.
There you go.
Ooh-wee.
You definitely had a coffee for the show. I don't even drink coffee, man. That's the crazy part. Okay, is that your list? You just said a lot of words.
No, I said 5, but your ass was laughing.
That's true. As a matter of fact, you know what? Hey, let me go ahead and get into mine. Gas is funny, man. When we talk about food, so I have an 18-year-old who put me on, you know what I'm saying, who put me on to game. So I'm going to use some of those. Now, I would tell you for sure, you talk about food, slaps. This slaps. This burger slaps.
Yeah.
Bussin' is actually another one.
Sorry.
It's good. You know, or if it's really good, it is bussin'.
Your list, but
yeah.
And smack, is that the same thing?
Smack?
Never heard. Oh, that's smack.
No, that's
Ask Lily Chun about smack.
Smack.
Yeah,
she know about smack.
Big Game James does not condone child abuse.
It's not child abuse. It's child correction. So, yeah, man, that's slaps. Bussin' is another one. I used to say this growing up. Funky fresh. Something that's funky fresh.
You just took me back to 80s breakdance movie.
Dude, that's funky fresh. For number 4, oh, that's stupid. That meant good. Stupid meant good. Smacky is also a drug. Yes. A lot of, you know, I'm noticing a theme here, Drew. I'm noticing a theme. I'm just gonna say that. No, Sherm, people did say funky fresh. Okay, they did. And yes, bomb was another one. Yo,
hey, Sherm, funky fresh is a New York thing, bro. That's the East Coast. Or the South maybe said it. Funky fresh to death.
It's funky fresh. Yeah. Funky fresh, stupid. It's stupid. And then finally, yeah, I used to say this. Cool beans. It's cool beans.
That's the buff nerd in you right there.
Maybe it is, man. I'm just so messed up, bro.
Hey, man, I'm on AJ Styles. I love your list, bro. I really do. I love your list.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got something I got because my boy Sherm and my boy Aaron are on here. You know, I moved to California back in 1989. Wow. And I still remember the first person I heard say this while I paid attention. And it was Sherm's sister. She said, yo, that dude is hecka funny. And I was like, nah, I didn't hear her right. And then, so no, she said hecka. So when this list came up, man, and the words just kind of took me back. You made me think of when I moved to the Bay Area, and these fools said hecka and hella.
Hella.
Now, I was like, what? Yo, we going up here to Yum Yum. It's hella good. It ain't just good, it's hella good.
You know,
Yeah.
right?
Or you hear a girl go, ooh, Lord, girl, he hecka fine. Like, that nigga extra fine. Hecka fine? What?
I'm saying, you know what, Drew? No, I will not accept that. Funky Fresh is what the parent would say on a show like Family Manners to look cool in front of the kids. No.
Facts.
No. That is
Facts,
not
Drew.
big cap. That's cap. That's cap. Aaron, I'm so glad that is still around, that your 12-year-old still says Cool Beans, because Cool Beans is still good.
Yeah, hey, Cool Beans is a thing, but it's just square. Hey, and no shade to Ashton here, and I promise. I'm just saying, like,
you heard it right. Square.
Hey, dude, Cool Beans. Cool Beans.
That's Cool Beans. Cool Beans.
But at the same time, it's universal. It's a universal way of saying something cool.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it, dog.
You are mad at it, but that's
we gotta start doing a couple, some more fun top.
We'll
five
do some more
like
fun
this.
ones. I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah, we got some adult top fives we can come up with too.
We sure do.
Adult
And not
five.
you, Drew. Not you. You can't participate in those. We're gonna. Nah. Yo, thank you for joining in this craziness madness. Thank you for the likes and the love. Make sure that you share this podcast with your folks so you can talk about it the next day and they can comment on it. Have them join in. It's always fun to see you all. I am Jay Soggs, the buff nerd who, you know what I'm saying, funky fresh to death. What?
I'm listening, bro. You in full effect right now. I love it. Hey, and I'm your boy, Big Game James, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and I thank y'all for letting me come on here because I have a fire time every time I get on this podcast with the buff nerd Jay Styles and Top Sports, man. So again, for everything that's going on for the buff nerd Jay Styles, on your man, Big Game James. Thanks for tuning in, and until next week, God bless. Peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big gang, big gang. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah.